really long time.
Are we in
Johnny,
the
why
after
were
show?
you recording that?
Johnny,
Dude, that
Johnny,
smells so fresh. Like, what kind of fabric softener do you
Oh,
use?
his feet smell fresh, Sean. Can you confirm that?
He
I
just
really
put those
maintain.
on.
I really maintain. I don't think my feet smell that bad. I don't think my armpits smell that bad.
Yeah. Do you want to have a whiff?
Who wants to get in on this?
I took a shower. I mean, what day is it?
What the fuck?
Sunday, just like every podcast.
You don't take a shower every day?
Hey, look, dude.
Yeah.
I take a shower
Sometimes-
every day. You don't do that?
Hold on, Sean. Let Garrett speak.
Sometimes, like in the winter, you can
August right now.
skip a few days.
A few days?
No.
But right
If it's
now
win-
in the summer, it's like 90 and shit. Yeah, I'm an everyday bather.
if it's like
Take a horse
winter,
bath.
I'll do every other day.
Yeah.
Every other day?
Yeah, horse
I don't
bath.
understand.
I don't think
Rinse
every
off?
other day is that crazy.
I know. I think, okay, I've heard. You need to wash your hair every day. I've heard this.
Well,
I shall
bro,
do.
I can tell you how long it's been since I washed my hair.
Well, yeah, that's true. But like, you gotta just rinse off. Rinse your body off.
How
Get all
about
fresh.
this? Can we shower before we come to a live taping?
Where we have to sit next to each other? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fair.
I just
That's
want to
what
look
I-
fresh for the camera.
Oh, that's what I do. Anytime we're like recording or making something, I'm definitely doing that. And if that's every day, or we're doing like a con, absolutely, I'm doing that every day.
Oh, yeah,
But if I'm just editing,
Well, here's
do
the
it
thing.
every
your
other
best
day.
face
I'm
forward.
gonna give you a pass because there's been times that we leave for the day and come back and you're still editing from before.
Yeah.
You haven't gone home. Like, I don't expect you to take a shower then.
But the first thing I do when I'm done is take a shower.
yeah, of course, that makes sense.
But if it's like winter and I'm by myself every other day, I don't think every other
Yeah,
day
you
is
just
that
change your
nuts.
drawers and your socks.
Johnny?
You swap the undergarments so you're not sitting in it.
Now, here's the real question. How often do you guys wipe?
I can't even tell
every
you.
shit?
I've explained my
I can't
wiping
even tell
every
you.
2 shits?
behind
other shit.
behind
Every other
closed
shit?
behind closed doors, hiding for a panel to start. I explained my wiping habits with these two gentlemen here.
Oh, I missed
And they
it.
looked at me like an insane person.
Can you share it with me privately?
I don't remember. I must have blocked this.
Can you share it with me privately right now?
Sure. The trick is,
Yeah.
and you know what? All these fucking bidet companies, they
Fuck the
use this
bidet.
marketing.
Yeah. By the way, I've changed my stance on the bidet.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
because you didn't
Yeah.
try it in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, I still hate it, but now
No.
I have a better reason. We live in California where there's a drought, so we can't just be spraying water willy-nilly at all these
Yeah,
buttholes.
but you're chopping down trees for paper. It's
Do you know
6
how
of
much
one, half a dozen
water
of the
it
other.
takes to make a
Yeah,
roll of
but
toilet
we're not
paper?
in a tree shortage in California. We're in a water shortage.
I think what I read was it takes at least a gallon to make a roll of toilet paper of water.
To
So
make
you're
a roll?
actually because you gotta like get the plastic all the plastic, the paper
Yeah, but
all
that's
cool,
a roll.
the plastic that covers it.
One roll could last you multiple shits.
I think you gotta use the bidet. I
Dude,
don't have a bidet.
We
I'm
literally
just- I'm
have
on
the
this train.
largest wildfire in the history of California burning right now.
Oh, don't say it.
We need that water to save California. You're spraying your butthole with it?
What if?
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
What if you did this? Just don't use anything,
Don't shit.
Ew.
and then just jump in the shower, and then you rinse off for the day, and you don't have to waste water.
Multi-
We
Multitask?
call that the super bidet.
Yeah.
I can get down for the super
I'm just
bidet.
theorizing this could work. I haven't done
Down
these
for the
things.
super
I'm just
bidet.
saying maybe.
But you gotta get the nozzle or something close to the anus to really blast the dingleberries.
Yeah, so we'll use
Just jumping in the shower. What are you gonna just rub it in with your
No,
finger?
well,
Oh,
at,
no.
at the end of the shower, hit the thing so that it comes out the bottom faucet, and
Oh.
then just downward dog right up against that thing.
Yeah. Scoot up.
Super
downward
bidet.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
what if you? Well, now I'm
can't
getting
get that
gross.
low.
I'm not gonna.
What's up, Sean?
What if you? This is. I don't want even. It was a joke, but it's too far. What if you do it and then you just dip your butt in the water and then use that as the bidet?
You're
Is that water?
No,
is
that's sick.
You're a sicko.
You can't
You're
do
a
that.
disgusting human being.
Have you seen a public restroom
Okay,
before?
Johnny just pulled up an article. Life without toilet paper is better.
Well, the audience can't see that.
Yeah, but you
and
know what?
that's- You're making up words.
But I will also say
I'm reading Life with toilet paper.
This is Vice.
sometimes Vice does put out an article that's like pizza is bad. Actually, you know what I mean? It's
Once
like
you become skilled at the hand and water technique, you will wonder
Wait,
how you got
hand
all
and
those
water?
years just rubbing your face
Your
with dry
feces.
paper.
Feces.
Feces. Oh,
I'm
So
going-
that was back to my point. The original question here was, what is my wiping technique, correct?
Oh,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
back
sorry.
to
We
back
are-
to brass tacks.
So
here.
like the
Enough
bidet
of this.
companies will try to advertise you with that tagline of like, you wouldn't, if you got shit on your hand, you're picking up your dog shit.
Right.
Oh no, I got shit on my hand. You wouldn't just take a dry paper and wipe it off and go, yeah, good
First
as
of
new.
all, I just want to say you can continue. I've never been in that situation, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
But if you were, you'd go, fuck, I need water
and soap.
They're already
soap.
selling me with a situation that is highly hypothetical, but okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull it back because I'm not gonna soap my ass. But what you can do is you gotta get some water on a thick wad of toilet paper. Now, not a ball wadded,
Oh my
but
God. Shut the
a
fuck
folded.
up. You use
thick-
wet toilet paper to wipe?
You gotta make it like 8 fucking stacks thick. And
What?
if it's that easily
You're compromising the integrity
terrible
of the paper.
shit. Well, here's the thing.
That's exactly right, Derek.
Here's the thing. You got to get it real thick because the fingernail going through, that's the worst situation. That is DEFCON 4 with this technique. And that's a
I ain't doing
danger that a rookie
So
will make.
basically, Garrett's fingernails are filled with shit. Essentially, is what he's
Kevin,
telling
get
me.
a
Don't
close up.
shake his hands.
Kevin, get a close
If
up
you're a
on
PAX,
this.
don't shake his hands.
Yeah, at that point, I might just use the bidet.
No.
I see some shit.
You got to you get a thick pad, you get it wet.
A thick pad.
That's not going to do it. We're not
Buying
done.
Maxi pads to wipe your ass? What the fuck?
Whatever gets the
Dude,
job done.
You're lost in the sauce.
The water alone will not slide you need 1 knuckle at least. You got to go a quarter into the sphincter.
Can I pause?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Hold on,
Before
wait.
we get to
Can I
spitting,
pause
yes,
right here?
let's pause.
I read in a magazine once
Okay.
the marine way to wipe your butt.
This
and
is similar.
I've talked about this on the
Oh,
podcast
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Where you take 1 sheet of toilet paper, you basically your finger through it.
What?
Yeah.
So you have
What?
I'm sorry, I'll use this finger. It's appropriate. So then you have exposed finger with a little dress of a single sheet of toilet paper around the bottom.
Okay.
Into your sphincter does it go?
What the
Yeah,
And
1
then
square.
I read this in a magazine.
Stuff magazine.
It was something like Stuff Magazine.
Stuff it.
You
makes
basically use everything. You use this as a scraping tool to get everything
What
out.
the fuck
And
are
then
you
you
saying to
use
me?
the skirt of paper you pull it upwards and then
Off,
on
yeah.
that paper.
You
I've
cleaned
never
your finger.
done this.
This can't be.
But you know what? I might still have this magazine in my house from like 17 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll try to bring it in. I think it was an issue of Maxim.
It can't be
Yeah,
a
From like
real.
2006.
That has to be written facetiously.
I'll bring in the article and we will dissect it.
Okay. The Vice said that? Yeah.
The single square.
Okay. All right. So we know.
This is a trick for people to
confirmed.
get shit on their hands.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because do they say that you lubricate the finger before you insert it? How you getting your finger up your ass?
Hell no. This is the Marine's way to wipe. You think
Right.
a Marine is like, where's my lubrication? They're like, we're in the shit. Let's do it.
I don't want to keep asking Garrett questions on this,
Okay.
but I'm gonna.
All right. So right now you've got a thick pad that's wet with the
My
water from the
quest-
sink.
Okay.
Oh, wait. no.
And
It was in Better Homes and Gardens. I just remembered.
Sunset Magazine.
Highlights magazine.
Yeah, there was another one in there.
Yeah, that's definitely a highlight.
what's your question for where we're at now? What's next?
Well, no, because I guess because you made it seem like you do put all that up your bunners, and I still don't know what exactly you're doing. Like, what
Well,
are
you see,
doing?
that wet toilet paper does conform
Just call it
around.
your bunner?
Yeah, trying to be
Up
this,
your
this is
bunner?
a family vehicle.
Up your bunner?
Sean says
You
bunner.
put a finger
Sean
up
says
your
bunner and tummy a little too much for an adult. I'm just gonna go ahead
Call
and
it a
say it.
bunner.
I'm just gonna go ahead
You
and
guys
say
ever
it.
say bunners?
No.
Not once in my entire
hey,
life
call
until
them
now.
You
bunners.
guys,
I saw you.
you guys,
That's a Chatfield thing.
bunners and tummy are hilarious words that I will always use. I'm a fan of those.
I was a fan of butt crack when I was a kid.
Butt crack is okay, but I like to say, which ones are bunners? That's way funnier to me than anything else.
I don't know. I like shitter.
Okay, there you go.
Listen, you just breach the sphincter, yes. The bunners, as you were.
Right.
So
You gotta just breach it with, I'm telling you, like first digit. Because any deeper, you're gonna rip the toilet paper, and that's a rookie mistake. Then you have fingernail.
Well, the Marine
through-
article says you rip the toilet paper before you go in.
I'm no Marine, Derek. Look at me. Do I look like a fucking
Kind of.
hoorah?
Yeah.
A little bit. Currently, yes.
You look very oorah. Anyways, go ahead. The Garrett method.
I'm just saying, don't go too deep, Sean.
So
You know,
you're
if you wanna
saying
try
like
this.
ghost sheet it.
Yeah,
Now-
you
Don't
kind
go-
of now, but then there's definitely you want to twist and pull everything out, And then it's only a matter of, dabbing dry.
Here's how Weird Al would explain it. Don't go in too deep because there's only one sheet
Wanna
and it
remind
might
people-
get all wet and then it's shredding in your asshole.
In your bunner.
So you could sub to us on Twitch if you want more conversations like this.
Also, we're trying to get more of a female audience going. So
They can wipe their ass the same way.
girls don't have
ladies. Don't be afraid to get the toilet paper
my
wet.
last question about this, and then I'll stop with the questions for you. What do you do in a public bathroom?
Spit. I tried to explain this.
You're joking. You're joking.
Oh, okay.
You
Have I
spit
been-
on your own bunner. Wow.
No, you spit on.
Freak.
You have to really get. And honestly, I'm gonna say that's the best way to get your finger up your ass is to spit on the toilet paper.
You are lying.
This
to
just became an
this.
18 and up.
I
after
don't know
show.
what you're saying.
that line.
I thought before, like, oh no, I'd get to the from the sink and I'd bring it back to the stall.
Well,
thing
yeah, if
and then
that,
hold on to it.
If that's the situation, sometimes in a public restroom, you got to be quick because
You know what I
running
do
across
is-
from the stall.
I have, you know what I would recommend?
Yeah.
Those hand sanitizer bottles are small and the perfect size for keeping a little bunner water on you.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's
squeeze it.
properly labeled because you don't want to accidentally use hand sanitizer
that would be on
to
that.
sop your bunner pad.
That's true too.
Because then you're going to be stinging the eye real bad.
I'm telling you, a loogie is gonna be the best
Fuck you.
way
Fuck
to get
off with this.
everything kind of
I'm
in
not
and
happy.
twisted and pulled out. And then it's just another secondary wipe that you're just drying off.
But I did hear that coronavirus can be spread through farts and anal discharges.
Poo-poo
So
blast.
maybe sanitizer in the bunner is not such a bad idea.
It could burn
smart.
it's a mucous membrane, everything inside the anus.
Also, we talked about me and Johnny on the Mega Strain, whatever, quarantine cast episodes ago that you could breathe through your bunner.
What?
You can't, what?
Breathe?
Scientists have discovered it is possible to breathe through your bunner.
But do you have
Did
to
you
go
guys
see
get-
or what? I mean, how do you?
I don't know the details, but
Ew.
I've just heard it confirmed.
I've heard of bad breath, but this isn't.
Anyways, it's the after show.
Did you guys hear that thing? And I don't believe this. This is probably a dumb TikTok thing that people say that you can taste soy sauce through your testicles.
We talked
It's
about
been
this.
talked
Yeah,
about.
we talk about it on
Maybe
here.
I
talked
missed
about
that.
this.
You guys didn't
podcast.
want to try it. I was
Yeah.
willing.
I must have missed this.
We all said that you were going to do it.
You said I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said I'd help you. I'd dip them for you if you needed.
I've been vasectomized, so I think my taste buds are gone. I
Vasectomized.
can't do it.
I heard though the sad thing is if you do get COVID-19, you do lose taste through your testicles.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
You can no longer taste things through your balls.
I heard that was the only way you could taste stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been dipping my balls in fucking cheesecake. Nothing's happening. Trying my best. Ever since that last Disneyland trip, I can't smell shit.
Oh, no. Oh my god!
Whatever.
Oh my god!
Probably just allergies.
What y'all been watching on TV
Other
other than the Olympics?
shit. Can I say one last thing about the Olympics? Oh,
Sure, go
thank
ahead.
you. It is hilarious to me that they'd broadcast this like I've never seen Olympics before, and so they keep telling me the same thing over and over and over again every single night, and it's like, oh my god, stop saying this. They have these like catchphrases that now I'm just using in my life, and it's, oh yeah, see that athlete? They're in the shape of their life. They say that all the time, and I just think, yeah, they're in the fucking Olympics. Of course they are. Yeah, you're in the shape of your life. You're in the, what the fuck? Like it's that. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. So I'm in the shape of my life. That's all. That's all I want to talk about.
I think it'd be better if they had someone there who was just like, oh, they're not in good shape right now.
They're
This
Oh,
guy
this
looks
guy-
like shit.
Yeah,
see that
this
guy?
now
They're in
he-
the shape of their
Body
he got
shaming
sponsored by
gymnasts.
McDonald's, and he's just, really gone ham on that whole thing.
That's
He's
the
checking out
biggest
that
joke.
BTS meal, and yeah, he's not in great shape, but maybe he could still throw a javelin.
Yeah.
That's-
McDonald's has been a big sponsor for years with the Olympics, right?
I don't think
years and years.
I didn't see that many McDonald's commercials. They kept doing this thing. They kept showing the commercials for the movie Dune.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's the worst kind of commercial that they do
Oh.
every now and then.
Yeah.
Where it's half commercial for the movie and half footage from the Olympics for some reason. Like that coincides with each other.
I thought
So
you were going to
it's-
say half commercial for the movie, half commercial for the book.
No.
So it's like scenes of the movie and then just a guy someone flipping through some pages. Yo, this is pretty good.
Had
like-
someone eating a fillet of fish flipping through the wow.
It's
The
a-
sandworm?
It's like Zendaya, and it's like, I've seen something incredible. And then it cuts to like a track and field event, and then it goes back to the movie. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
that's really out of date.
just show me the
like-
fucking trailer.
Yeah.
I don't need to see. I know the Olympics are. I've seen this.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That movie's never coming out.
Dune?
Yeah.
It's coming out.
That's what I thought.
I feel like there is a curse over
That's
Dune.
what I thought. Yeah.
We'll see. It's supposed to come out in October. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I got a weird feeling about that too.
Only Paramount Plus.
No, that's
Call your cable
that was
provider.
already guaranteed HBO Max
Yeah.
day of thing, but I don't know.
I'm interested in Dune, but I'm going in there cautiously
yeah.
with
Same.
my guard up. Like, this thing could suck hard.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I'm starting. So if it's good,
Yeah.
pleasant surprise.
But that's
Yeah.
a HBO Max thing, right?
Yeah.
Is
That's
that-
what I just said.
Did you?
Yeah. Timothy
I was reading the
Chalamet.
chat.
Pay
I shouldn't see
attention,
the fucking chat, dude.
Come on,
before you,
man.
Before you talk.
Sorry.
Please.
Yeah.
God
When does it
damn
come out?
October.
October. It was gonna be the same day as Jackass 4, and they moved it.
Mm.
That was that's the Jackass effect. Everyone cleared the lane.
You know, a lot of people in the chat are
Make way
saying
for Bam.
that
Oh.
director, Dennis, however you say his
It's
last name.
Dennis. It's like penis.
Villeneuve.
Dennis V. Can't miss.
I like his stuff.
Anybody can miss.
Yeah.
Come on. Anybody can
I-
miss. I don't subscribe to this idea of, I love everything this guy does.
Yeah.
He can do no wrong. Anybody can fucking shit the bed.
Yeah.
Dune is a hard story to tell. I think the book is written in a way where it like jumps from people's minds from paragraph to paragraph.
Yeah.
We'll see how it all works out. I hope it's
Yeah,
good.
he has a great track record. I really like him, and I want this to be good. But it almost, I'm actually in the totally opposite camp with this. I think he's had so many good movies, he has to fuck up,
What better
right?
one?
At
Yeah.
one point, and now he's doing Dune, the thing that has notoriously given everyone trouble. I just feel like, good luck to him. But yeah,
But
We'll see.
I'm excited
yeah,
to see whatever it is,
yeah.
whatever it turns out to be.
Stick Margot Robbie in it.
All right. Other than the Olympics, you guys been watching anything on TV?
I haven't had time for shit. I've been
Just
here
playing
pretty much.
Doom Eternal.
Well, you're going to be happy to hear that I finished Floribama Shore seasons 1 and 2. I've
What
watched
is that?
all of it.
Oh,
what is
Watched all of it.
damn, dude.
Floribama?
So it's essentially the sequel to Jersey Shore.
Oh, Florida's like considered the South in some spots, right?
And yeah, it is.
Hey,
so.
people in the chat saying, Derek, no, it's too late. I've already watched every
Why would you
episode.
say no when it already happened?
It's already happened. So I was watching it on Paramount Plus, and you know, I realized I love Jersey Shore. I love Floribama Shore. Why? Why do I like these shows? When I was a kid, I used to watch The Real World,
Right.
and I loved that as well. So I went back. They just did this thing where they got the original cast of season 1 of The Real World, and they brought them back
What
to
the
put them
fuck?
in the same loft.
Whoa.
In season 1 in 1992, they were like ages 18 to 24. Now they're all in their early 50s.
What the fuck?
I'm watching this Real
That's
World
crazy.
show. I'm really enjoying it. It is crazy. What I think is funny is that on season 1 of the original Real World, all of these people were artists. It was pitched as, we're going to get up and coming artists to live in a house. One of them is a rapper who signed to a deal. Another one's a poet,
Oh.
musicians, visual artists. Floribama Shore, everybody's unemployed and just like getting drunk. And just trying to bang each other. It like how far we've come,
Right.
and how much things have declined. But I actually think this Real World Homecoming is interesting. It's on Paramount Plus just to see. They cut back constantly to the
The
old
old
show.
show?
To see people
Interesting.
at 19 and 20 and 23 and 24 contrasted with who they are in their 50s. I get a huge kick out of that. Kind of seeing everyone, somebody's lifespan all in one viewing.
Right.
All in one breath. So Real World Homecoming. I'm checking that out. That's what I've been watching.
Do you watch The Challenge?
No, I don't watch any of
Challenge.
those. I used to
isn't-
watch Road Rules.
Yeah, because I think that became Real World Road Rules Challenge.
And then it just became the challenge.
And now it's just a challenge with the same
Oh.
fucking people, though. It's the same people. You know?
Yeah, this is like a whole industry here. And they've called this, I have a feeling they're going to do a homecoming with every Real World cast if this is a success.
Right.
They'll do the San Francisco cast, the LA, the Boston, the Seattle.
Because honestly, like, yeah, I mean, I don't remember the first one. I didn't watch it then, but I watched like the Seattle one.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I watched the San Diego one. Like, I
You'd
would
probably
be
be more interested in seeing those people.
Yeah,
now.
like, what are they up to? I don't fucking know. That'd be interesting.
And you have memories of being a kid watching it. And just
Yes.
what I find interesting watching this
Fucking-
is they talk about 1992. I remember being 7.
Right.
And vaguely hearing about these things going on. And so there is like a heavy layer of nostalgia revisiting 1992. Because you don't think of the real world when you think of the early 90s, but they have like television footage, and it was a significant
huge.
television show, a big media. I mean, it kind of started reality TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's
oh,
credited
yeah.
as.
You
the
know
first-
what's this is such a tired topic, so forgive me for bringing this up. But it's interesting they're making this show that sounds interesting, and it's on Paramount Plus and not MTV because it's all ridiculousness.
That 40-year anniversary programming day was just all ridiculousness.
And it's like, I want a documentary on what happened and why they let this. What was one of the biggest channels on cable die? And I'm not saying people don't watch it because they do watch it for that show, but like, how did it become this? Like, I want to know what happened. Like,
Well, I want to say Floribama Shore, they were filming when COVID hit. I have heard rumors that they were working on a season and had to shut down mid-production because of COVID. So,
interesting.
and this show was filmed January of 2021. So it's fresh.
Oh, wow.
What I love about reality TV, and I know you're just going to say something. This is the last thing I'll say. What I love about reality TV is when they fight. It's the best part.
That is.
And on Floribama Shore,
Arguments.
you get a bunch of like 19 to 24-year-olds, you get them drunk, and they just start fighting. So I was watching Real World being like, oh, everybody's 50. They still fight.
They do?
You don't even have to get them drunk. They brought up politics, and all these 50-year-olds started fucking going at it, and it's great. So all these reality shows are the same. It doesn't matter what age you are. You're going to fight with your roommates.
That's what it is. My girlfriend watches Real Housewives. They all fight, and then she wants to fight with me.
Dude. Well,
And I'm like, why are y'all fired up?
I watch these shows so I don't have to fight with anybody. I get the
It
vicarious.
gets her fired up, and she's like, you know,
Yeah, well, maybe you should put the parental controls on.
I know.
Yeah, and I want to real
Use
quick
the
say,
V-chip.
I'm not even saying the tired thing of, oh, remember when MTV played music? I didn't care about that.
No.
Like, what happened to
Just programming.
different shows at all? Like, that's what I'm curious
I
about.
really think no one said it out loud. None of the networks have said it out loud, but they're all just vehicles to promote their streaming thing now because
Yeah,
they get
you
direct.
said that.
Yeah, Viacom just wants Paramount Plus subs. They don't care. So it's an older crowd that has cable now. They get higher ratings by just spending no money on ridiculousness and just running that all day and promoting Paramount Plus. Just like my parents always have the Food Network on. They're just looping Guy Fieri all day. But there's promos in between everything. Oh, here's our new show where Ludacris cooks. Here's our new show, da-da-da-da-da. And it's all on Discovery Plus. It's just sitting there propagating their streaming service.
Yeah.
It's an ad for it.
Dude.
So that's why it's not worth it for them to
Well,
Like,
everybody's-
MTV, give us
everybody's
one
canceling
time
their-
slot.
Yeah.
Give us
cable
one time
subscriptions.
slot.
Exactly.
And then once a week, we'll have a show. I'll do a show for you, and it won't cost anything.
I think we
Yeah.
could legitimately do that.
Let's do
just
it.
Give us a free time slot.
I don't
You
think we're going to do it talking to this camera, but we could go through the proper channels and make it happen.
Like, what do they have to lose on this? Like, you're doing literally nothing.
Yeah. I just think you're selling the wrong person.
If Chanel West Coast can do it,
Yeah, it's true.
Sean
No, Jimmy
West
Shin,
Coast can do it.
Timmy Shins in the chat could probably make it happen.
Well, Doc Ryan's watching. Maybe he could make some calls for us.
It's got
Yeah,
that
he's
Dr.
big in the
swag.
Portland area.
Yeah.
I did watch something I forgot. Speaking of music and MTV, I did watch I totally forgot to bring this up earlier. I watched that documentary on Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
Which that brought back a whole flood of memories I had sealed away. I can't tell
Kurt
you
Loder.
what the name of the documentary. We already talked about this. Was difficult to find. It's called like Music Box
Yeah.
Woodstock 99 because I think Music Box is going to be a series. Good luck searching for it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But it's on there. Excellent documentary about that year and what a just corporate nightmare mess it was. And what I had kind of forgotten or didn't realize too at the time was that they had created. I didn't realize back then. I didn't watch a lot of MTV until I was in high school when I was hearing about like, oh, they got Jackass. Oh, they got, and then TRL was huge.
Huge.
And what I hadn't realized was that MTV had a certain demographic. MTV was very counterculture, like punk rock for so long. I mean, when you watch a movie like Ferris Bueller, he calls out of school, he pretends he's sick.
Right.
Then everyone leaves. What's the first thing he does? He turns on MTV. It's like that was the counterculture thing. And then what I didn't realize is that at the time when we were in high school, it became Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. It became like TRL, like what are the big pop stars doing?
Right.
And it suddenly became the corporation. It suddenly became that overnight. And so that division created a ton of friction. And so when they did Woodstock 99, it was like they had all these, Metallica was there and all this stuff. And all these bands are putting out like dummies of the Backstreet Boys and then hitting them with bats. And and so MTV showed up to cover it. Like Carson Daly was like, hey, what's up? We're at Woodstock.
I saw this live.
Yeah.
When the guy started shouting at him on camera about Backstreet Boys.
Oh, what was that? I don't remember that. What was that?
I remember because they would cover it and Carson said, hey, we're here live at Woodstock, and some guy comes, hey, MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Backstreet Boys shit.
Yeah.
Stop playing that. And Carson Daly, the guy's obviously drunk.
Really think.
And he just goes, you having a good time, man? Yeah, I'm having a good time. You gotta stop playing Backstreet Boys. Yeah. Hope you enjoy the show, man.
Yeah.
What are you gonna go see next? Not the Backstreet Boys. He walks away.
Yeah, I do remember that. That's so funny. I hadn't thought about that till now.
Classic drunk guy interrupting the show.
Well, that's not in this documentary so much. They cover more about because see, what I remember seeing live was them throwing like bottles and bricks at him.
Right.
That happens when he's up there. Okay, having a good time at Woodstock 99. So yeah, it just became this, and so there was that friction of the generations, and then there was the blistering heat, and then they're charging $8 for a bottle of water, and then it's $8 for beer. So people are just, I'll just get a beer instead. They're dehydrating themselves even more, and they're going fucking crazy. There was all kinds of stuff happening. And then, what's the lineup tonight? Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine, Metallica. It's like, you think anyone's going to knock anything over during the show? It's just, it was just a pressure cooker. But I never realized it was so bad. And I remember, this is getting a little dark here, but I remember hearing about how much like sexual assault there was at that show. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is in this documentary, they reflect on, and I had never, they were like, we sold this event as a pay-per-view as well. But anytime anyone would get naked in the pay-per-view, the cameras would go to that. It's almost like, forget the band, go to that. And they're like, so we almost sold that as part of the experience.
That's true. Can I tell another story?
I had never realized it's like, you almost like gave them license to do that.
Yeah, let me tell you another story. This was kind of a legendary, like, big event when we were kids. People were talking about it all over. The pay-per-view thing was happening.
Yeah.
The only person I know who got it was my neighbor, who was like a 26-year-old guy. Me and my friends, we were like 13, 14, 15, 16, like four of us. And that guy would come out. And I remember one time we just asked him, like, you're watching the Woodstock pay-per-view? Yeah. Dude, what's it like? The only thing he told us was, there's a guy walking around with his dick out. And he's painted a big Joker face on his belly, and he's painted his dick to look like the Joker's tongue. Like,
no,
that's all.
Woodstock.
That was the only thing he told. Like, what's Woodstock 99 like?
Yeah.
And he told us about the Joker dick.
Jared Leto
See, there was Woodstock Joker. He's been there every
Joker's
generation.
Always sucked.
Yeah.
But to that point, it really was, and I'd never had that retrospect, but that's what the guy says in the documentary. He's like, looking back, it's like, this is what we sold it as. And so there was definitely an attitude of, we can do all this heinous shit because what are the consequences really? They've kind of signed off on it. It was unbelievable. It was such a mind-blowing documentary. It's worth watching. It's almost like, watch this and realize we can never do this again. Like, it really was a cautionary tale. It was unbelievable.
I remember the Kurt Loder or something, like, we have to leave, we're leaving right now, this is we're signing off from you, Woodstock, this is getting a bad situation.
It's not safe for us.
And it would look like a war scene behind him, like the things were on fire, and
And you know what? fucking good. They fucking got what they deserved.
Yeah.
Woodstock 99 was a corporate bullshit cash grab. Woodstock happened in 1964, and then they did Woodstock 2
Woodstock
30 years
94.
later.
No, there was
In 1994.
that was
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah. 30 years later, they're like, let's do it again. And that was such a big hit that, 5 years later, we're going to do Woodstock 3. And it turned into this.
Yeah.
This corporate bullshit
Yeah.
on an army base.
And only because, we did it a second time, made a ton of money. Well, let's just do it a third time. And everything burned down.
Yeah, and you see in the documentary the meetings they were having every day, where
Press
it's like, hey,
conferences.
there isn't enough water. People are showering in the water supply, so no one's drinking that. And there's all this other stuff, and they're like, oh, whatever. And there's people literally like, yo, pay me, I'll go pick up all the trash. I could get it done better than what you guys are doing right now. No. It's like they just hand waved every, so they had
$8
it
for water. Like,
Yeah.
They were price gouging.
Yeah, and then remember they were like locked in because they didn't want people to leave or come back in, so they were locked in this gate thing, and they were like, oh man, I remember some crazy fucking footage.
Yeah,
of that.
there's some. You'll definitely
was a good
sit
doc.
on a side of it.
Well, that was
you
when I
watch
was
the documentary.
watching MTV the most. In '99, that era, I was watching it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I was like 14. That's all I was doing.
So all of that situation, and then Limp Bizkit comes out and plays break stuff. It's like, yeah, all right. But anyway, that documentary is worth watching. So I would recommend that to everybody. I had another thing before that too, and I can't remember what it was now. Shit.
We'll have to save it for next time.
Damn, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm still playing Returnal. If you want to talk about video games,
Sure.
Returnal got a bad rap.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the shit out of this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
again,
playing it like every day.
It was crashing a lot when it came out, but they fixed that. So
play
dates,
I understand some of that in the beginning, but
Whatever it is,
Yeah.
the game got a bad rap. It's
Yeah.
it's awesome. I'm enjoying it. I'm playing it. We did Friend Dimension where we played it. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
that's
love
out
that.
yet. Or if
yeah,
if
that's
available.
on our Patreon.
Oh, that's
now.
great.
You can check that on our Patreon. You can see us talk about it and show it off. I mean, the whole mechanic of here's the thing. You die, you go back to square one, you have to re-explore the map. On paper, that sounds like a pain in the ass. But
Sure.
because the map changes every time, it feels fresh.
Yeah, when I was watching you play it, I got the game, and I was like, oh no, this is not a problem. Before I was like, this sounds terrible, but no, it's not like Dark Souls. This is its own thing.
I would really compare it to Rogue Legacy. Now, maybe that's not the best comparison because Rogue Legacy is a platformer, but roguelike,
I see that though.
and the way that the map resets every time you die and you kind of have to go through it in one section, the way that there are different, areas that are unlockable and you can kind of go to them early or take your time. Just the way the map layout and kind of that mechanic, I would compare it to Rogue Legacy. I don't know. I really enjoy it. Give Returnal a chance. Red box it. You might like it. Don't believe the bad hype. Believe the good hype.
I think Redbox stopped doing games.
Did they?
Yeah, I think they did.
That- I still
which,
used
what a
that.
bummer. Like
That
why
was
not?
the last. That
Just
was
have
the
it
last thing of that, right?
there. I think so.
Yeah, rentable games.
That was
Well,
great.
is GameFly still?
GameFly's still around.
I think
Yeah.
they're still around. Okay.
But Redbox is great because, in the PS4 era, even, I'd just be like, I heard this was good, but I don't want to buy it and take a chance. Let me rent it for
Where are you
$5.
supposed to rent games from? Where do you rent a physical copy of a
don't-
game from?
Now,
Oh shit,
nowhere.
dude! I got a new business I'm gonna start.
It's funny. It's funny.
Derek Buster.
It's funny they don't. It's funny they don't like do that through the digital channels like PlayStation Network or whatever. Like, all right, for $5 you can play it, and we're gonna shut it off tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
would think they would do that, or like,
Well,
I don't know.
That's a genius idea, Rocco.
I think
Thank
it
you.
would just be
Thank
like the download would be insane. You'd have to get the full game potentially.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
Oh.
I would just still think that'd be preferable to not have it. I don't know. PS Now did. People are saying PlayStation Now did that.
do the
Rentals? Wow.
Sega TV again, Sony TV. Plug a
Sony
coaxial
They
cable.
actually kind of do have that. PlayStation Now is basically that.
Yeah.
You stream the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Something
Pay
like
the
that.
subscription.
But yeah, I'm still continuing. I mean, I don't have much to report. I have Skyward Sword on Switch. I'm still playing that.
can't
I
believe it's
still think the controls are bad no matter which ones you are not bad. They're like the same level of whether I never had like a huge issue with the motion controls, so I'm like whatever with that. But the controller controls are just as weird to me, so they're fine, whatever. But I'm having fun playing it. It's definitely my least favorite 3D Zelda so far, but it's fun playing it as like I'd never kind of explored this completely before.
Sure.
I've said the same shit every week, so
Yeah,
sorry.
you know, I was so close to buying it. I talked so much shit, and then I was like, maybe I'll get it and just like.
You guys still doing Mario Golf? I was almost going to
No,
say
I never got
tennis.
that.
You know, I played it for a solid weekend, and it was great for that weekend. And I'm honestly not sure why I stopped because I was liking it.
I really was enjoying it, but yeah, I fell off. I think just to play something a little more contemporary. Like I started playing that Doom Eternal DLC,
Yeah.
and then I totally fell off of golf.
Were you playing the adventure mode?
Yeah.
Because I was liking that.
And I liked finding all the little practice areas, and you could earn EXP for doing all those little challenges. And I was like, wow, this is pretty beefy if you explore every part of this RPG element.
Yeah.
And I'm, a pretty good chunk into that. I haven't finished it.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they added New Donk City the other day.
Oh, as a
you can download
course?
that now.
That's cool.
There's a bunch of like
That's awesome.
free download stuff that just came
I
out.
asked you this a few weeks ago off camera, but is anybody still sticking with Pokemon Snap?
I never touched it.
Dude, that was one I wish I would have rented.
Ooh.
Because I
Well,
played,
the original way I played the first one was it was a Blockbuster rental,
true, that's
and it
true.
was the perfect rental.
Yep.
It was like, wow, that was fun, and I'm done. Here you go, Blockbuster. Thanks. Yeah, this one.
I bought day one and was like, this is fucking great. And then an hour and a half later, I'm like, well, I'm going to put this down forever. And that was kind of how it went. But I liked it for the hour and a half, but it's, that's not worth the price.
I feel like the last big Switch title was New Horizons, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
beginning
that
of the
was-
pandemic.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
I feel like that was the last time a game came out where everyone was like, "Hey, this is fire!
That
like,
game
pick it up."
was great on its own, but the time when it came out
So good.
Added to it.
was like,
Yeah.
I think that will go down in history as
yeah.
this game maybe saved us all a little bit.
Yeah.
That game got me through some shitty days.
That game came out and I never saw my Switch again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone commandeered that
And
for
it's,
Animal Crossing.
a lot of people have said that like, they're surprised that there hasn't been more downloadable stuff for it, given how big that game was. I think everyone got affected differently by 2020 and all that stuff, and I think that derailed a lot of shit.
Oh, definitely.
So I think there's still
What was that?
my phone.
I think there's still a lot of things that we're seeing the result of that, and I've seen, I don't know. Everyone's asking, "Where's this? Where's more of this?" And
that's the thing.
I just think we're in for a year of kind of weird.
there's going to be a lot of time that there's just going to be no games.
Oh, Jimmy in the chat. Some people in the chat are saying the Ace Attorney game on Switch is good. Is that a must buy? I've
think
heard a lot
Johnny
of
got
praise
that.
for it.
Johnny, you get that?
Johnny liked it.
He pre-ordered
Johnny said he wishes it was more racist, though. That was his one. That was a weird
What?
commentary on the game, Johnny. It's kind of strange. He didn't say that. He explained to me that there was controversy with the game, that it could be perceived as a bit racialist. But
It says colonizers. It takes place in that time period.
oh.
Fucking
Did you like that game?
barristers.
I like it, but I'm realizing I'm not 17 anymore and I don't have time to sit there. I get really bored.
Yeah.
I've never played an Ace Attorney game.
No.
I played one and really enjoyed it, and then I got a second one and I was like, I'm good. I don't know. I have the same mentality I had with Pokemon. I
Yeah.
played the first ones and I'm like, I did that. I'm good. I know that was like a long time ago, but
Mm.
I have a pretty steel trap memory and a lot of stupid stuff. So like when I'm asked to do something again, I'm like, I just did it. Oh no, that was actually 20 years ago, but I still remember it.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm the opposite of you, so I don't remember anything. So for me, it's always fresh.
That's what's so good about playing all my favorite Resident Evil and Metal Gear games just over and over again.
You
Oh,
just
yeah.
forgot.
Just put 3 years in between them. I don't remember what the fuck happened.
Remember, I liked it. That's it.
But I think the big game that I've been looking forward to, I know a lot of people have, that is finally coming in 3 weeks or so, is No More Heroes 3.
Yeah.
That I couldn't believe. It's like, oh shit, that is this month. I totally forgot. I'm really looking forward to that. So I hope that's good.
I think there's no games I'm looking forward to right now that's like anytime soon.
Yeah.
I think
a lot got derailed.
I was excited for Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
But that got delayed.
Yeah, I guess Death
Is
Stranding.
that official? Like, I kept hearing reports like, yo, this thing is going to be delayed. Is it actually totally delayed?
I think so.
It was supposed to be this Christmas or something.
Yeah, I think it's like next year sometime.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, well, yeah, WarioWare. I forgot about that. When's that coming out? Did they say?
Later this year.
That's later this year.
Oh.
And for me, Metroid absolutely is.
I know
my
you're into
number, Is
Metroid,
my
yeah.
number one. A new 2D Metroid. Oh my God.
I think
I'm so excited for that.
Death Stranding Director's Cut's like the only thing on my radar now.
Oh, of course. That's
it
next
was
month.
Resident Evil, and then there's been nothing until that was kind of announced.
Yeah.
That game already exists.
Returnal. If you're looking forward to Metroid and you
Yeah.
can't wait, check out Returnal.
I think I may pick that up. I think I may. It looked awesome.
Well, also Metroid, the new Metroid that's coming is 2D, which I love that. Going back to its roots, I
Yeah.
love that. The new 3D Metroid Prime 4, is still off in space somewhere. They will not commit to when that's
No.
coming out. I feel like Returnal might fill that void. You know what I mean? It's like these are almost like the two different sides of that kind of game, and maybe that fills that. I don't know.
Oh, you know, Ghost of I can't say that.
Tsushima.
Tsushima. I may get that. I'm interested in that. I didn't play the first time, so maybe now is the time.
Yeah. You'll probably enjoy it at least to a point. You might. I don't know what you'll think. I kind of just got like, I don't know.
think
I had
I-
other stuff to play.
You know what, Sean? I
Yeah.
think you'll like it. It reminded me of the Red Dead experience
Hell yeah.
being transported to the West. This one transports you into a samurai
And
movie.
that's all I really want.
You can even play it in samurai movie mode where it's black and white
Right.
with some
Yeah.
film grain.
Yeah.
It's not as fleshed out. Nobody does an open world game like Rockstar.
Right.
You go into a bar and you can play poker and listen to the Piano Man for 2 hours and be
Yeah.
like, this is a good video game. I'm a cowboy.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
like that in Tsushima, but I mentioned this to you, I think privately. The game is very charming and surprising and fun. And then after a couple hours, it runs out of tricks.
Mhm.
And you're like, oh, okay, I have kind of seen everything this game has to offer. Now I can explore it and collect everything or be done.
Are we done? Yeah, right.
So I recommend it. You
Yeah.
know, I think it's worth checking out.
You'll at least have some.
Yeah, I
mean,
think
it'll be
it's worth
worth
to check
you
out.
checking out
Definitely.
for sure.
Definitely.
The chat. Oh,
Oh, somebody in the chat, Slinger of Slaw, said they liked Sekiro more. They are very similar. I think
Sekiro's hard, right?
Sekiro's tough.
Yeah.
Sekiro is more of a linear game, I think. Ghost of
Yeah.
Tsushima is more of an open world game.
Yeah.
But they're kind of similar. I could see those could be contenders. Which one do you like? I could see there being two camps.
Yeah.
Which game do you prefer?
Well, so far in my life, I've played 2 open world games, and they ended up being like in my top 10 list of all time. So
Yeah.
maybe
Really? What are they?
it's Breath of the Wild and
and-
Red Dead 2.
Those are the only open world games you've ever played?
Ever
Yes.
played,
Bro, play Fallout.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. What is that on? Can I play that on PS5? Is that
New
possible?
Vegas.
Yeah, I would try to do. Everybody says New Vegas is the best, so
That's what.
maybe
yeah.
start with that one.
Okay,
If you're-
Most
maybe.
people I know that are huge fans played New Vegas, but you get on PS3.
Yeah, but my PS3 is broken. I don't know.
I
You could
saw a
probably
tweet
download it.
yesterday that was like the 4 goats of open world games.
Yeah.
And it was Breath of the Wild, Red Dead Redemption 2, Phantom Pain, Death Stranding. And I actually was like, I 100% agree with that tweet.
Wow.
Those are my 4 favorite open
I
world
didn't
games,
want-
period.
I saw that tweet too, and I didn't want Death Stranding to be in there with the other 3,
Oh, really?
just because I don't know what else to put in the 4th slot, but you can't have 2 Kojima games in there.
I think you can. I think you
Metal
did it.
Gear, Phantom Pain.
I think you put Fallout
That's
New
in there.
Vegas in there instead.
No.
I prefer Fallout 3 to New Vegas,
Okay.
but that's just personal preference. What were the other ones? Breath of the Wild?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2.
Breath of the Wild, Red Dead 2. I don't know, dude. GTA 5. You gotta give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, GTA
Yeah.
5.
I've
is
never
up
played that,
there,
but
too.
I've heard good things, guys.
I really love Death Stranding. In my mind, I never thought of that though as like fantastic open world game. But I like it because it's so different than the other ones. The other ones have this whole, story reason to explore all this. And obviously Death Stranding has a ton of story, but it's so unusual in the way that it does it. Like this is like a destroyed world and you're kind of putting together unusual ways of traversing it. And I don't know. It speaks to my taste. So that's why I would pick it.
I think honorable mention for Skyrim.
Oh
Yeah, Skyrim's a big one, not to mention the fantasy side of things.
That's like, maybe it's not the best open world game, but I think when you think of open world game, your go-to in your head is, what if it was like a big fantasy like Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
And Skyrim, I think, is the best iteration of
Does
that, in my opinion.
Is Minecraft more of a simulator than an open world?
I consider Minecraft an open world game because you can kind of go anywhere in this
and
giant
it's
world and do
procedurally
anything.
generated.
I haven't really explored the story elements that they've put in, so it might be
I don't know.
so
Steve's lore.
open-ended it leaves the open world genre and becomes something else. Sandbox simulation, maybe.
I think for me, why Death Stranding, like I understand its failings maybe as an open world game, but I think why it spoke to me in that aspect is it's the only one of all of those, and this is just personal preference, that almost feels like it was trying to give you just like a Zen experience. Do you know what I mean? Like Red Dead, it's like, everything out there is trying to kill you, and it's awesome for that reason. But Death Stranding, it's almost like, you need to just take some alone time and then like a song will start to kick. You know what I mean? It's almost like, there's almost like a lonely aspect that it embraced as a good thing. Like you're on your own, build a zip line to go down there. We don't need enemies. Let's not, there are enemies that show up later, but like, let's, it just felt like, take some time to yourself and that's okay.
I don't, at the end of the day, I think it's my favorite genre of video game, kind of the open world third person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's fair to say top 4 or top 5 because I think it's either good or bad. It's pass or fail. You're either an open world game that gets set on the shelf with all the other classics.
Yeah.
Or you are Mafia 3.
Yeah.
You are an open world game that people play for 20 minutes and they're like, this is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
They either work or they don't.
Good voices, but that's
and Death Stranding, works for some people and definitely doesn't for others. And I think that's totally valid. But people are still playing it.
Yeah.
There's a new version of it coming out on PS5 next month. So I'll lump that in with, it works.
Yeah, people are mentioning the new Spiderman games.
I didn't think about that. I didn't consider that. That's open world, right?
Yeah, totally.
That's open world, and I don't.
I love those games
Again,
too.
I don't think of it. I
Far
played
Cry?
it more in a linear way than I did an open world way, and maybe that's or even the Yakuza games.
Far Cry
could
series?
kind of be considered that. They're a little more limited in that way, but they work, so people keep returning.
I would say Ghost of Tsushima actually is more Spider-Man than it is Red Dead, where it is a big map, but you were kind of going to these destinations,
Right.
Yeah.
and then doing the gameplay aspect. Rockstar is so good, and Bethesda is really good about this too, of integrating surprise elements along the way,
Right,
where
right,
the
right.
journey is the game, and then you get to the destination, and it's even more of a game.
There were so many times we were playing the game and we were gonna go do this mission, and then something happened where we just
we
veered off and
we
did
went to
something else.
Guarma. We've been kidnapped and taken
Well,
to
not like
an
that, but like
island.
that was like we were going to go to the storyline, but then something happened that we just came across, and there's a lady who's getting attacked, and then we saved her, and then a whole thing happened.
But how sick was that in Red Dead
That was
2,
so
where they
sick.
they take you to
When
a
all of a sudden
tropical
I'm playing
island,
Uncharted, and I'm like, what the hell? How did they get here?
And that to me is
different environments, everything, the weapons.
That's the
crazy.
true charm of an open world game.
Yeah.
That's the open world. That I have to go from here to those mountains, but there's a whole world along the way, a living, breathing. I don't know what I'm going to experience. I hope I make it there. This might just be a setup for me to get pulled on some other adventure.
And Spice Lord of the chat is saying Rockstar has the best writing in gaming. I do think they are great at doing what you're saying, Derek, in terms of really adding a tremendous amount of texture to an open world where it's not just go to point, and there's 8,000 different variables that could happen in between them. That's where I think they might be the best in that regard. But in the actual writing, I do think they lift a lot of things from just like movies. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, from movies they like or whatever. I will say I do prefer more on the Kojima side of things, where he'll lift things too, don't get me wrong, but where it's like almost inexplicable. It's stuff only a video game could do. I do prefer that kind of thing. But again, that's just my preference with video game writing.
What I love, what I appreciate about Rockstar, even when I think the writing is really bad, I think Rockstar, they've been doing this type of game maybe longer than other companies, and I think they, for better or worse, have memorable stories.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
There's a time traveler in the Old West. This guy's acting like a freak.
Yeah.
But it's memorable, you know.
Yeah,
You'll be like, that was dumb, but at least I remember it happened.
Was
I
it
hate
full
when
of shit? Yeah.
games are just like blasé and kind of just, oh, this again, you know.
They did really, though, do a good job of getting you attached to the characters in 2, at least. Or
Oh my
whatever.
God, yeah.
So
I
good.
really was like, I liked the characters in it. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I've enjoyed all those games that I mentioned, so I'm not even trying to pit one against the other. I've had a good time with all of them. But I've never been a GTA guy, only because I don't like being in the city.
See-
I want to get out and
Well, GTA
see
5,
shit.
actually, I love that you can
San
visit
Fernando
the
Valley.
desert, you can
Yeah.
visit the forests, you can explore nature. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, during the pandemic, when I wanted to buy a motorcycle and I was obsessed with motorcycles, I had no way of getting one.
Dude.
I'd go into GTA 5 and steal a motorcycle and just tear around on
Right.
desert trails.
Hell yeah.
Just explore trails on a motorcycle. And I was getting my fix. Why, you know,
Sure.
I was like, dang, this is just making me
When-
want a motorcycle even more.
When I quarantined myself and I was in my garage for 3 days, I put in Red Dead and just rode my horse around the
Yeah.
mountains because I couldn't leave my garage, and it
Yep.
felt great. Oh man, great. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily play those games for the story. It really is the open world mechanics are so good.
Do we know what Rockstar's next game is? Have they said anything?
It's a,
GTA 5.
Yeah, they're
GTA
porting
5
5 on
yeah.
PS5, dude.
It's
They haven't
5.
announced anything
I'll
on that.
give them also when that port comes, I'll give that more of a shot. Because my brother feels the same way as I do on a lot of this stuff, and he was really enjoying 5. So I'll give it more of a shot than I think I played for a second.
I mean, yeah, I enjoy. I don't ever beat those games.
Me neither. I've started 5 like 4 times and I've loved every time.
I get to the point where I've unlocked enough, not even everything, enough,
Yeah.
and then I'm just on my own experimenting, doing weird stuff.
Well, I get so sidetracked from the story because I'm left in that sandbox with unlimited options. So I just, race here, do a shootout here, this and that, and I never get back to
Go
story.
play darts.
Yeah, started the GTA 5 online character, and that whole story was bitching too.
I've
so
never even touched
that was cool.
Yeah, I started the
That
Red
was
Dead
really
Online, and I was like, oh, you can get like sucked into this.
Totally.
I didn't.
And they keep updating, so there's always new
there's,
content.
like new stories you can step into.
Well, it sounds
gotta
like
pee
from what
so
people
bad.
have heard, it's like GTA 6 in a few years.
Can
probably.
you
Yeah.
fucking imagine how much money they're gonna make when that comes out? Like that's gonna break so many fucking
Well,
records.
I don't think
every single one does.
I don't think it will, because I was reading an article online. Consoles are over.
It's gonna come out in 2025. Game's gonna cost $80 then, and they're gonna make a shitload.
Literally, I mean, what does Rockstar do? They made GTA 5. It's still making money.
Yeah.
If they put out GTA 6, that GTA 5 cash flow kind of dries up. So I think they're just waiting for people to get bored. They might even have GTA 6 finished and ready to go. And they're like, well, we'll just wait till the time is right.
Yeah, I bet it's just done sitting there on the counter.
Yep.
All right, there's the disc. No one touch that.
We are
We're gonna
like,
burn some copies. up.
we're keeping that in our back pocket, you know, for when times are tough.
Seriously, I want the GTA, not GTA. I want the Rockstar version of Skyrim, whatever they would call that. I want that. Give me a fantasy world, or give me Rockstar. Just make all of the genres. I'm into it.
What are you saying? What's the last genre you want?
I anything. I just love, I want to see them do a fantasy game. I want to see them do.
I would love Rockstar to do like a space exploration game.
Totally. I'd be there.
It's like you're like in NASA and something goes wrong. You go through a black hole.
Yeah.
And it's just you and your ship and space.
yeah.
Hire me,
Because
Rockstar.
I personally like. It makes sense for them to return to GTA for the next one because they've
yeah.
been away from that. Okay, fine. But I feel like personally, the Western genre is now nailed. I don't think they need to do that again. Personally, I feel like
I would be happy
conquered
if
that.
they did though.
Sure.
I would be stoked.
But I would rather them do, something like you were saying, like a space exploration game.
Or
And you
not,
know, yeah.
dude, not even fantasy. Just do like Knights at the Round Table. What happened in the medieval times? Do that. Like that's interesting
Yeah.
enough to me that you're riding your horse through the castles and shit. Like hell yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Do another table tennis.
Dude, table tennis. Dude, you play table tennis?
That was
It's like
good.
it's like they hit the ball. I can't even fucking explain it. It's so complicated. It's really good. Rockstar table tennis, dude. There was literally, I made a joke about that, I think 2 weeks ago, and there was an article the next day. There needs to be a new table tennis.
Needs to be.
It's like, it's just ping pong.
Needs to
No,
be.
they have to do it. Open world.
Do we have any PO box stuff?
Oh.
Stuff.
I don't think
This
we
week?
do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We show
yeah.
that?
Where is
It's
that?
over here.
Show me the skate deck.
We might need to be careful.
We
on that.
got some pornography, ladies and gentlemen.
Weren't we gonna stick some on that?
I'll just put my hand over it.
Okay.
Thank you to our we don't know who we have at Faku, who's a fan of Mega64. I have to cover up. She is wearing underwear,
Careful
but
with that camera work. There.
it's very it's very artistic. It's an artistic
Yeah, but we got some skate decks that are very.
we got some skate decks. We got some books and literature that I will not be showing to the camera.
Wow.
But you know what? It's always nice to learn that you got friends out there
Yeah.
in this world. So thank you, Faku. These skate decks, we're gonna hang them up on the wall
Yeah,
here.
those are cool.
We're gonna put those in the lobby.
Bathroom, right?
Right next to Rocco's Darth
We're in the
Vader.
bathroom. Big thank you.
no
We
room.
really appreciate it. These are cool. I mean, skate deck art is so awesome. So whenever
Yeah.
anybody has that, I think it's really cool.
Thank you, Faku, for
Thanks
that.
for sending that over.
out. We appreciate
and
that.
face masks.
Tango, we're waiting on the next gift package too. So we want to really just get that synergy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they would go good together.
I think we should wrap up tonight's show because I am getting hungry. I gotta go put some food in my belly and get home. It's getting late.
Yeah, I tried to hold it until the end. I couldn't make it, dude. Fuck.
It's okay.
I was 30 seconds away, it seems.
What do we have coming up that we need to promote for anybody? Oh, the pre-show. Come back early next week and join us for our pre-show.
Yeah.
join us next time for the Faku. We're gonna try to get them to sponsor it, and we'll retitle it the pre-cum.
Actually, I'm not gonna be here next week
Oh,
Yeah.
because there's some live shows here in San Diego that I'll be attending.
but yeah, we'll have an interesting show next week.
We'll be going
see
early.
who shows up. But I did want to plug. We are officially. It's been announced. We are coming back to PAX Prime in Seattle. Or no, it hasn't been PAX Prime in a long time. Sorry.
Well, it's
PAX
PAX
West.
West in Seattle. We are going. It was in a weird state for a long time. It was like, is this happening? Is this? And we were always like involved, but it was what's going to be happening with that. I'm so happy they're going to be checking those vaccines and all that stuff. We're going to keep it clean. Well, I mean, if Faku shows up, that's another story. But we're going to be there in Seattle, Washington,
That's right,
in
baby.
September. So we'll have a booth there. Our panel is Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. So check our Twitter, follow us at Mega64, and we'll be posting updates about that. So check that and our tour, Mega64.com/tour. Come see us
That's
live.
also. Are we going to Seattle on the tour?
We
as
are.
well?
We are.
We'll be
Yeah,
there,
we
yep.
have a live show.
We're going to
later this
Seatown
year.
twice. Seattle is like our second home. San Diego is
Seattle.
first home. Seattle is second home.
Yep.
Dude, those hot
Seattle
dogs
sick.
carts.
Oh,
Seattle dogs.
Best part.
Start stocking up at all you vendors.
Oh.
I'm gonna clean you
Yo,
out.
the Space Needle,
Yep.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
got
Oh, Pike's Place.
The Seahawks, Nintendo
Yeah.
Stadium, Nintendo of America.
That's right,
Love
dude.
Seattle.
Yep.
Right.
Hey, and I'm gonna take it even the number
Frazier,
one. the
thank you,
number one.
Ravencliff.
Frazier's down here on the
Salads
list,
and
and I'll tell you what's at the top.
scrambled
Wings over Washington. We're gonna be riding
Oh, that was sick.
the
What is
ride. It's like soaring over California, but it's
Bigfoot
Washington.
ate my ass.
We're gonna be flying.
Oh, dude,
it's gonna be amazing.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're not allowed to take pictures of anything in there.
Yeah.
Got a fucking
The
Jimi
music
Hendrix left
experience.
hand
Yeah.
flying V.
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
The
now it's a
Avatar
pop.
exhibit.
It's a pop culture museum. Yes.
Oh, they
They have like a
changed
bunch
it?
of Terminator.
They changed the name. Okay.
Yeah.
Panhandling
do have the Terminator there.
junkies on the corner of Pike Street.
Kurt Cobain.
Market.
Oh yeah,
Dang.
the scariest 7-Eleven on the planet.
Yeah, the fucking Walmart with shit
Yeah.
on your pants at 2 a.m.
We
Yeah.
love
Walgreens.
C-Town.
Walgreens.
I did miss PAX. I was like, wow, this is really going down. Okay. So, yeah, I was.
Now, yeah, you know what? I want to do like a special fan meetup in C-Town. We're going to be at PAX,
Mhm.
but I'm going to tweet out a location.
Okay.
Ooh,
It's
like
just
a
gonna say-
mystery
all it's gonna
spot.
say is Gumwall, and you
Yeah.
have to figure out where that is.
Or, Subway.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the crepe place. You're gonna know where it is.
Actually, if you're going to PAX, you know
You
probably
know
exactly
that
where
is.
that is.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So I'm
Anyway.
looking forward to seeing everybody in our
Yep.
second home of C-Town. That's at the
Me
beginning
too.
of
Gutter
September. That's in
punks
just a
with
few weeks.
dogs
Yeah.
on the sidewalk.
So come check it out, and check out our tour dates, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Oh, I want to do a shameless self plug. I got a new music video that I directed coming out.
Oh.
So check out, follow me on Instagram, Derek Acosta only. I'm going to be posting a link to this new music video. It's coming out next weekend.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
I'm excited. I've seen a couple little things from it. I'm very excited to see what you do.
Thank you.
I'm very curious.
I'm gonna do my own cut of that video. I haven't told Derek this yet.
Oh,
I'm gonna rip it
Nice.
from his channel and do my own.
cool.
Where it's
Okay.
gonna be one of those recuts of the music. Have you ever seen the recuts they do in music videos where they just do the Foley?
What?
Like the song is gone, and like they did it for Gangnam Style, where they remove the song and they just have
yeah,
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. I'm not gonna do
Yeah, that sounds a lot. Okay.
that.
Next week, it's coming out. So stay tuned.
You're gonna give the artist?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's a
All right,
surprise.
there it is.
It's the artist is you'll just have to tune in to see.
The
I
I almost said it, but then I was like, nah, suspense.
I have a self plug I want to do as well. I really want to do that Star Wars hotel in Florida, but those prices are not looking good. So if anybody out there knows a way to stay there but not have to pay that, let me know. I'm on Twitter at Rocco_Bodie. Give me any tips you got. Kevin promised he would go and we would split the cost. It's not looking good. He's bailing on this. And
You
I really
promised,
I need
Kev.
it. I really need this. So
All right.
that's my project I'm working on.
Okay.
Okay, that's our show for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.
Help.